on my TikTok. I cannot wait to talk to you guys. It's Monday morning. Monday morning. What an amazing week is in front of us. It's Monday morning. How many people in here are going back to work today? Did you have to cut your day off yesterday because you had to prepare for your work day, right? Like how exhausting is that? I am so thankful that I've been working from home for a long time and that I can do this. But I know people who want to be at home. Are you wanting to find a job that pays you excellent money and with time and being consistent? Are you willing to invest in yourself, right? Hey there, I'm Ashley. I'm a realtor and I've been a realtor for 17 years now. The real estate industry has been changing drastically for quite some time. And with intention, I've been searching for another way for me to make income. Now, the scary thing about real estate is, there's lots of people that I know that are in real estate who also are title reps and maybe they're lenders also. But the thing with real estate is it's an industry specific business. So I may know a ton about the real estate module and the real estate business, but I really can't change within the industry and expect different results. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I'm a realtor, if I'm a lender, if I'm an appraiser, if I'm an inspector, if the market is going in towards a shift or if the market is correcting itself, then that yields in fewer homes that are needing to be inspected, appraised, loaned upon, and shopped. So as a whole, any sales gig that's out there that's 100% commission or a very, a big percentage of making sales. If you're in a, I guess if you're a medical salesperson, totally different thing. You're representing, you're getting paid regardless. But if you're into a commission-based business where you're drumming up the business, you're drumming up the customers, you're having to find the business, then your business is going to suffer. So here we are halfway through the year. We're halfway through the year. The first 6 months of this year in the real estate business were a little wonky. And let me explain why. Because for the last 3 years, we've been going through a very fast market. We've seen interest rates lower than they've ever been. And so people took advantage of that. So what happens when you have a condition like a interest rate inflation is what controls interest rates, right? So when you have low interest rates, then all of the people who have been on the fence about purchasing a house are going to come to the table. Because why? Because they can get a home loan for 3%. But I don't think that that's going to happen. Well, I know for a fact it's not going to happen. I'm not an economic financial, person who studies the market, but I will say this: after 17 years of the business and being coached by high level real estate people and being on the call weekly with lenders and looking at stats and understanding supply and demand, understanding consumer spending, understanding inflation, understanding where we are with the GDP and unemployment rates, right? All of those things combined over time equal what it is that we're going to be projecting into the future from a real estate perspective. So not to go specifically into real estate, but realtors, I am truly like on your side here. And I feel for you, because if you're like me, you've been a single income producer for 17 years. A lot of people get into real estate because they have another partner underneath one roof that is carrying the weight with a great job and great benefits and insurance and contributions to their 401k and all these things. I wasn't ever able to have that. I didn't get married right out of the gate, right? I didn't put focus on finding someone. And I got busy in real estate. And that's another thing that real estate can do. Real estate can rob you of your time, because all of a sudden you wake up and 10 years has gone by and you are still, doing real estate on your own. You're still putting the pedal to the metal. Real estate is a beast, and it takes a lot of effort from one person to control what's going on within your real estate ecosystem, right? If you're, maybe you're out there and there's people that I hear a lot of the times, um, just the hearsay, being in the business and hearing other people talk about the business really, really crack me up. And here's the thing. I know that there are people out there killing it in real estate. Like I do. I know the big guys. I know the big guys, and I could have gone and gotten into their little ecosystem and done it. But the thing is this, they're charging you 50%, right? 50% of your paycheck goes to someone who produced you a lead. And I just didn't want to give 50% of my income away. And so why did I decide that? Here's why. Because if I were to give 50% of my income away for a person who's buying a lead, and then this team wants me to, when I close, give them back the money that it took for them to generate the business, keep the business in their CRM and in their I'm afraid I've got a little friction here. In their CRM, in their sales funnel, they've got to pay for those systems. But the thing is this, I didn't want to do that, because if you do a team situation, you're turning and burning. And I mean, you're 100% like in the field all the time, working. And not to mention, once you get a person under contract, there's 7 people per contract that you have to continually communicate with, right? But no problem, Ashley. Now we have these things called transaction coordinators. Yes, you do. But guess how much they are per contract? They're $400 a contract. So now you've got 50% of your broker taken out, or let's say if you're on a team split, you get a little bit of a break, not much. They're still taking, I think, about $1,200 out of your paycheck every time you close. And then if you're on a team who is producing that lead and has got the systems in place, they have to pay for those monthly. So now they're taking 50% out of your check as a realtor when you go and close a deal. And oh, by the way, unless your team is paying for your transaction coordinator, then you as the agent are paying your transaction coordinator. And let me tell you, they are absolutely worth it. And here's why. They keep up with the admin work. They keep up with the emails. They make sure that your deadlines are, I mean, I've been across a couple of transaction coordinators that didn't do what it is that I thought they should do, but ultimately they're supposed to keep you on schedule for, your contract status. Like every contract has financial obligations and contractual deadlines that you have to meet. So they're helping and abating and adding value to you by keeping you on your toes, so that you as the realtor can be in front of more people in the field and getting more people under contract. So yes, real estate industry is so much fun, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of hard work. But at the end of the day, the person who's running the real estate business is limited to their personal life. They simply don't have the time to spend with their family. They have to always be on call. I mean, honestly, every time I go on a vacation in real estate, I'm hush hush about it. I don't say really anything, because I know the minute that I do, I'm going to have phone people calling me and wanting to sell their house, which is great. And it happens all the time. Realtors, you know what I'm talking about? You want more business? Just simply be on vacation 24/7, right? It always happens when you're on a real estate, when you're on vacation, your phone rings. It's so bizarre. It baffles me, right? It baffles me. So the thing is this, with intention for years, you guys, I have been exhausted, overwhelmed, scared out of my mind, because I know, just like any other industry, that the internet.com could encroach and will encroach upon what it is that I do for a living. I'm 44 years old. I've been working for 17 years. I am not going to go back to school to get my master's degree. Why? Why would I go back to school to get my master's degree only to give somebody a $200,000 loan now I'm tied to until I'm 80? No. Why would I go back to school unless I'm going back to school for anesthesiology or nursing? And still, that's even mind-boggling, right? Like, why would you even do that unless you were passionate about it and you wanted to? Nursing is totally different, right? But anesthesiology, that seems like that's 24 years worth of school. So I wouldn't think you would want to do that. So here's the thing. My options were these. I looked into buying a franchise. And the only reason why is because I am a realist and I am a proactive kind of person. I'm not reactive. I like to be in control of my own destiny. I don't want to be destitute and be forced to have to get into my car, go put my resume online and find a job that I'm willing to put up with, because that's really what it is, right? I mean, what's a job? A job is you trade your time for dollars. That's what it is. We all have to do it. We all have to survive and make money. I mean, we all have to do it, right? That's what a job is. I hear these people talking all the time about, well, I'm just not passionate about it. I'm just not passionate about it. I'm like, well, you know what? I don't know if I'm really passionate about what it is that I'm doing, but it pays the bills. Like that's where we are in your 40s and your 50s, right? So Gen Xers, if you're like me, you're 44 years old. You've recently, this inflation situation that we've been experiencing for the last 36 months it's been difficult, right? Like my brother tells me their grocery bill went up almost $400 a month, and that's been going on for like 15 months, right? I know so many people who are living paycheck to paycheck, and it's so scary because I've been there. I've been there. I was there I mean a few times, and to get out of it, you have to sacrifice some hours. You have to sacrifice some outside thinking, right? I had to go and sell things on marketplace and figure out a way to make a little extra money to help me get out of that situation. And it's possible, and that's what's great about the internet.com, because there's these things called side hustles. Who in here is like me and has gone on to a platform looking and trying to figure out how to make an income online? I mean, I can't be the only one, right? I've been looking for years, you guys. For years, I have been looking to try to figure out how to make an income online. And I'm not talking like $500 a month, I'm talking about $10,000 a month. Now, you must say, oh my gosh, Ashley, your living expenses must be crazy. No, but here's where I'm at. I'm 44 years old. I know my number to retire, and I want to retire in 11 years. And that number needs to go to $900,000 in the next 11 years. And I thought by now, being in real estate and utilizing real estate as a vehicle to be different than other people, I'm not on a fixed income. In fact, I'm not even on an income, right? Like in real estate, you don't make money unless you close a deal. So the thing is this, I've been going and going and going and going and doing my thing. And yes, I have a couple of assets. I have some things paid off, and it's great. It's great to have nobody, it's great to have some things paid off. But at the end of the day, how am I going to even look at walking away from production if I don't even have close to what it is I need to have in my yielding high yield account to live off of in the future? And it's not that I want to go out and spend money on a Louis Vuitton or a Land Rover. I simply want money for security. Yes or yes. Who's with me? Who is just wanting to make sure that they can have a peace of mind and have income and money coming in for security, so that when the time arrives, you can walk away from your career. In fact, you could have an option to walk away. What if I told you that people in our community are making six figures in 2 months, right? So I'm going to try to do this. This is something that I definitely want to show you, because I understand you're just up here talking. Who is this girl? She's just talking. She's got no proof. I don't. Let me show you the proof. Okay. I've got an iPad, and I'm going to do really well. The thing is this, is you touch it, it moves. Okay. So I'm going to go through, let's see. I'm going to hit, this is our Legacy Builder Program community. This is called School. School is basically our virtual office. So I'm going to go to the Wins tab, and I'm going to hit the first one that came up. Okay, this one says, launched my website. I put my first website post up today, right? So that's somebody who just bought into the community, and that's a win, because it's a win because you simply buy a done for you business. And then once you buy it at whatever level you want to come in at, you just simply get the modules, go down each one, hook it up, and it's step by step. A dummy could do it, right? So you don't have to worry about tech skills. You don't have to worry about not being able to sync your website or your links, because I know that sounds a little scary, right? It does. It sounds a little scary. What do you mean links? It's step by step, done in a video. You just simply open up the product and go down and hook it up as you go. And it's broken down like that in our community. Exciting news alert, got my first 3 leads. Well, this guy's only been in the business probably for a few days, and he's excited about it. What a beautiful reflection. 15 days and $6,600 later. That is, she's from another country. So that's in Rand, because she says Rand in our currency. But what got me this morning was not the rands in my bank account. It was the mama and the mirror. So there's personal growth happening here. You guys, after, there's a lot of wonderful things that come from this community. Why? Because you're learning an in-demand skill. You're learning an in-demand skill. And the cool thing is, I don't want to overwhelm you, but the cool thing is once you get in and see what this is, then not right out of the gate, because you don't want to do that. I'm not doing it yet. But the thing is, you have so many ahas when you're in it. You're like, oh, okay. Oh, that's how that works. Oh, I get it. Right? Like over time, this thing reveals so much knowledge, and it's just like a flip of a switch. A lot of people are like, I don't even know what this digital marketing is. Yes, you do. You've been doing it for 15 years. That little beautiful thing right there that you have in your back pocket? That is a bona fide computer. Have you been on Facebook? Have you been scrolling on TikTok? Have you ordered something on Instagram? You're doing digital marketing. So why not you? Why not you show the world a product that you believe in? And here's the product. The product is this. Who wants to learn how to make income online? Anybody raising their hand? Type a 1 in the comments if that's you. Who would love to know how to successfully hook up and start making money online? Anybody? Who wants to learn how to make money online? That's your product. Right? That's your product. Who wouldn't want to know how to do that? The entire baby boomer population, I might add you. And I believe that all Gen Xers, listen, you guys, I had all these Gen Xers coming to me. Remind you, I've been in the real estate business for 15 years. These people were coming at me like daggers, like, Ashley, I got to get into real estate. I hate my job. I'm so sick of corporate America. My kid's in middle school. I've got to get home. I want to hang out with my kid. I want to be there. Like all these people, I'll never forget it. It was the strangest thing I ever saw in my life, but it's just because I've never experienced it before, because this, for the first time in the history of Ashley Westbrook, is happening. People who are my age, who have been in the career world for 2 decades, hate their job. They hate driving to traffic every day. They hate missing their kids' soccer practices and having to arrange with their other parent who they've divorced because they thought that was the way to go. And in actuality, it was probably just caused by financial stress, right? Like finances cause so much friction in the relationship that you can't even figure out how to stay afloat. But the thing is this, if you were to learn an in-demand skill that teaches you how to that teaches you how to show up and implement a done for you business, that just by osmosis you understand, and you're in the community, and we encourage you and we show you tips and tricks, and we're teaching you constantly. Every week we have a webinar. We have a webinar for the Legacy Builder program that I am a part of, and I absolutely love it. Then we have these breakout rooms, and we learn something every time that we do it. And I say we because let me tell you a little story. I'm in real estate. When the real estate market goes wonky, guess whose income suffers? Mine. The first part of this 6 months, and here's the thing, I'm a broker. I'm 17 years in the business. I'm great at what I do. I'm a broker. And the real estate market has just been wonky. This year, we're correcting ourselves. Then the guy that I picked to marry's in the insurance business, and his biggest insurance company firm that he worked for 13 years let him go November 1st. And we just met. Do you know how happy we are and how wonderful things were for a minute? We were like we were making great money. We were able to pay off some stuff. Why? Because I'm in the real estate business. So I learned a long time ago to be proactive with the market. Never assume that the great time is going to last, right? Always be prepared to set yourself up for financial success. So while we were working our first year together, we made some decisions that weren't the best decisions. We didn't want to pay $12,000 just to knock out a mortgage. We didn't want to pay $3,000 and $2,200 just to knock out some credit card debt, but we did it. We did it because we saw a pattern that was happening that was going to lead to us like basically living paycheck to paycheck if we did not eliminate those reoccurring bills while we had the time to do it and the money, right? What if I could show you a product that'll allow you to get on top of your finances, on top of getting things paid for, right? What if I told you that, listen, you guys, I have a business in a box for $900 and we have installment plans if that's too scary. I mean, you can come in at the 600, the 300, the 100, but when you get in, just trust me, you're going to be like, oh my God, I got to get to the 900. And I didn't mean to say God, but he's my best friend. But anyways, $900 legacy program, right? You're going to want to see what this is. And here's what you do. You simply just follow the steps. And within 2 days, your automatic business is up and running. What's the next steps? Great question. You take it to market just like I'm doing. We tell you all the time. All you need to do is be coachable, have a CEO mindset, and be willing to spend 2 hours a day on your business. Oh, Ashley, I just don't have the time. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. Really? Really? Are you watching Netflix every night? Are you scrolling? I bet this is a great, great, great worksheet, really and truly. Like, I'll see if I can figure out, well, I don't even know how I would do that right now, but I can't send it to you unless you're communicating with me via email. But here's the thing. Real estate, I love it because we always have these wonderful conferences and people come in from all over the nation and they show us new things and they teach us things, and we're a little bit ahead of the curve, right? Just because they show us things, but they never show us how to successfully hook anything up. That's been my biggest frustration when I've been looking for something to invest in, to put my time in, because I need to know from A to Z that I'm going to figure out a way to make money online, right? That hasn't happened. But here's the cool thing about what it is that real estate is. Real estate is so cool because I've been a part of some meetings and things. And when you go to these meetings, they teach you things. And I just went, hey, blah, blah, blah. Totally forgot what I was going to say. It was so important. Somebody help me. Going to these real estate meetings. I'm seeing this. Well, they've just taught us. They've taught us how to use ChatGPT. They've taught us how to get onto Facebook and market your house that you have for sale, right? They've taught us how to use Canva. Well, within our community, we teach you how to use Canva. Within our community, we show you how to monetize on YouTube. What? I've been on YouTube for a long time posting open house videos, and I never understood it because no one ever took the time to show me. So that's what it is that you're selling. For the first time, I have never seen anybody put it together and box it up in a business and say, here it is for $900, which ultimately is a low investment, you guys. I mean, if you're going to go to a franchise, that's $150,000 buy-in usually, right? And this thing is slow to start, but big on the back end. Okay, so that's where I was going. So this is slow to start, but big on the back end. You're either one of two people. You either need that money upfront fast and you've got to have it, or while you're doing what you're doing, you have a job. Don't quit your job. This is something that's so easy to do. I need 2 hours out of you a day. Where am I going to get it? There I go. I know where I'm going now. So when I'm in real estate in one of my classes, what year was this? I don't know. This was like a long time ago. So I think it was like, I've got trophies over here for bold. I've done bold 3 times. Who in here knows what bold is? So my first time to do bold, they made me do what it is that you're worth an hour, right? And so you're walking in, and bold is like this big room of people that are having a conversation and helping and showing you how to make money online and what it is that, not online, showing you how to make money in real estate. So you're in this big group of people, you know half the people because some of them are from your office. Some people come up from Houston, wherever. But we're in this bold classroom, and one of the tabs in the bold system is let's find out how much you're worth. And then one of the tabs in the bold system is let's find out how much time you're wasting a day. What? What are you talking about, bold? It's pretty cool. So I dare you to do this week. Okay. It doesn't have to be today because today's almost over with, right? And not over with, but today's already started. And you have to, the thing is this, in order to do this thing the right way, I'm going to blow your minds when I tell you what this is. Okay. So catch this. All right. So you're going to take a sheet out tomorrow morning. In fact, do it tonight. Go to bed. If you can remember, I know you will, because this is fascinating information. You're going to remember Ashley Westford from Daily Wealth Online is going to show you how much time you actually have. Okay. So tonight, go to bed with a pen and a paper right there beside you. So when you wake up in the morning, I want you to document every 30 minutes. What? I'm serious. Do it. It's going to blow your mind. Wake up in the morning, document every 30 minutes. And I'm serious when I say this. Wake up, and let's say if it's 5:30 in the morning, say I'm up, okay? Take that sheet with you. That sheet goes everywhere with you tomorrow. Okay, so if you're in the kitchen making coffee, 5:15 making coffee. If you're in the bathroom, or 5:30, right? Do it in 30 increments. Make your life a little easy. And so now we're 5:30. You're brushing your teeth. You're in the bathroom. You're maybe showering. Now it's 6:01. Now you're back in the kitchen getting your second cup of coffee. Now it's 6:30. You've already decided to open up your social media accounts and make sure you didn't miss anything. Or did you, before you ever got out of bed, pick up your phone? If you picked up your phone before you ever got out of bed, you better put it on there. Put it on there. Just do a time inventory of what it is that you're doing a day. It will blow your mind. And here's the reason that I think it's so important right now, because regardless of whatever it is, this is the facts, you guys. Here's the facts. And I think you'll agree with me. Because just the world is different right now. But after that thing that happened, that global thing that happened just 4 years ago, don't you agree that we all woke up with a new sort of like just pre-built laziness? Let's kick that laziness to the curb. I'm telling you, I think I did not know this about myself until I got into this program. And this program didn't teach me. What it taught me was structure. What it taught me and showed me was I'm learning an in-demand skill. I'm with a community who absolutely is all about everyone being successful. People are there to help you succeed. You have modules for anything that is that you could think about. You have a Scoogle. We call it Scoogle, right? Why? Because you know what a Google engine is, right? A search engine optimization bar. So we have a Scoogle bar within school because it's legacy builder specific. So let's say you're like, oh my gosh, I'm at this step. I don't know what to do. I'm having this issue. Well, you can simply go within the tabs that we have in school, and there is a social media tab, right? There's a social media tab that you can hook up, or I'm sorry, that you can just open up and right here, like, let me go find it. Introduce yourself more. General discussion, social media. So I could go to social media and say, you guys, I got put in TikTok jail. What's TikTok jail? Nobody knew what TikTok jail was until you joined this community. Anyways, all I'm saying is if you put that in there and say, I just got put in TikTok jail, in the search bar, people are going to come up and say, hey, here's the thing, happens all the time. Don't worry. Simply go into your user settings and appeal it. I would have never known that, right? But instead of like calling somebody and emailing somebody and going through the frantic, oh my God, I'm not out there selling, my business is not automated, blah, 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 right? You just go to the Scoogle bar and your answer pops up because it's within the community. It's not got all these outside outliers out there, right? It's got the community specific help that you need to be successful because everybody wants to see you succeed. You guys, we are at 29,000 members right now. I joined this in April 13th of this year. The sad thing is I didn't get started until April 27th. I don't think that I actually put my face on the camera until that long. I am kicking myself for not being able just to hit the ground running, but that's okay because I have a career, and everybody that it was in my career, of course, everybody knows how this works, right? When it rains, it pours. So I jumped into this community. I was like, yes, I'm so excited. This is going to be amazing. And it is. And it is. But of course, the minute that I did that, so-and-so called. Somebody wanted a price reduction, or not somebody wanted to know the price of their home. I had contractors all working at the same time on the appliances and the cabinets and a house that I'm flipping, right? Like life happens. So the cool thing is this, there's a woman inside our community. Her name's Candy. I got on her live yesterday and was talking to her because she came on. Actually, this was Friday. I'm sorry, this was Friday. So Candy in our community, she's a mom. She's 57. If you saw her face, you'd be like, oh my God, she looks like she's 44. I had no idea she was 57. And the only reason I like to bring her up is because I've actually chit-chatted with her in the community because I was watching a module that we had to help me batch content with my 2 hours a day that I'm using. And also there's a guy out there called Repurpose.io. It helps you to push your content on 17 different platforms at once so you can make the best time decisions for you and your business and get really specific and master the 2 hour a day workday. So she introduced us to Repurpose.io, and this guy comes on. He's the CEO of the company, and she was sort of the one who brought him in. So there was this cheat sheet, and I was like, hey, can I have that cheat sheet? Like what was it? And it was just basically a username and password list of all of your socials. So here's the thing that you guys can do to really set yourself up for success. Go through all of your socials. If you want to introduce this and you decide to do it to the people that you love, right? To the people who already know you. People are doing that. I chose to start my own TikTok channel, my own YouTube channel, my own, what else did I do? Instagram channel with just this daily wealth online. Because here's the thing, there's these algorithms. I knew nothing about algorithms until I got into this community. So in order to be successful, why would you want to like and contact? Okay, let me make the rewind. So in TikTok, let's say you go start a new account. The first thing it's going to ask you, please be aware of this. Please, 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 please. The first thing it's going to ask you is, would you like to let all your friends and your contacts know about your new channel? Well, the nice person wants to do that, right? Don't do it. Here's why. Because you will train the algorithm to only send out information to your friends and your family who are already in your phone. And this is the beautiful thing about this product is that you're selling to you're not selling really, because everybody wants to know how to make money online. Everyone would like to know how to do that. You're not selling, you're sharing. And are you wanting to share this opportunity with friends and family who already know you? Friends, do you really want to do that? Or do you want to share it with the World Wide Web because the World Wide Web numbers are better? Did you know that YouTube has over 2.49 billion? That's a B. I don't have a pen and paper in front of me. That's a B, a billion monthly active subscribers. Or is it subscribers or is it users? I think it's users. So YouTube has 2.4 billion monthly active subscribers. Okay. Whoa. What if I just did 0.03% of that? That's 300,000 people that are my customers. Okay. Listen to this. TikTok is a billion users monthly. Okay. So I'm on TikTok live. I'm also on YouTube live. And I can do it at the same time because I'm working from my computer and this is my phone. And I am building my YouTube channel and I'm sharing this opportunity with people who are getting to know me. This is called attraction marketing, right? Like you have 225 people in your database that you already know and they already know, like, and trust you. But what if you were to take this to the World Wide Web and you were out there and you were sharing your story? This is about sharing your story. I'm a realtor. I truly believe that my realtor friends and colleagues that are out there need me and need my help because we are freaking out. And guess what's going to happen? Like, we're about to go into the next 6 months of this year, and it's an election year. Anytime there's an election year in the United States of America, the interest rates are really weird. I mean, just not the interest rates, I'm sorry. The real estate market's just really wonky. It happens every year. There's no rhyme or reason because every election year, and I've been there, this will be my 5th one. I've been through 5 election years. This will be my 5th one. And every one is just way different. There's no similarities to it whatsoever. Okay. But here's what I know. I know that the National Association of Realtors just settled a lawsuit, and it's going to be a little, it's called market disruption. It's going to be a little friction in the marketplace. It's going to be a little friction with sellers being confused, buyers not knowing what's going on. Just a little bit of education that I have to do, that us realtors have to like own up and have these harder, because we already have hard conversations, right? We're just going to have harder conversations. And I'm a big proponent of what is coming in the future. So here's what I know, you guys. In 2012, I have to tell you this fascinating story. In 2012, I live in Dallas, Texas, and I'm pretty close to like the like where Troy Aikman lives. And I'm not in that. I mean, I'm down the road a little bit, but I'm kind of like from an aerial perspective, like there's some big people that live in the area that I live in, right? Like last president, George Bush, he's over here somewhere. A couple of celebrities. I think Doncic is over here too, the Mavericks. Anyway, so I live close to the Katy Trail, and the thing, oh shoot, I just went blank. Oh my gosh. So I live close to the Katy Trail. There's people over here, and I cannot believe I just went blank. I had something so important to tell you. This is the crazy thing about going live, is that you have these things pop into your head and you're like, aha, I need to say that. But oh, this is it. I got it. So in 2012, I had a person from New York City contact me somehow. I think they found me online because why? Because I'm in real estate. And they told us in 2012, when I was 32 years old, that you need to be online. You need to have your contacts updated. Your bio needs to look good on your Facebook page, or not your Facebook, on your realtor.com ad. You need to have a phone number. So I did all the things they told me to be successful. And I got a phone call off of it. So this guy in New York trusted me enough to buy a house from me via FaceTime. What? I was scared out of my mind. I was like, is this guy a ding dong? Like, why would he ever want to buy a condo over here in Preston Hollow area on a FaceTime call? But he conditioned me in 2012 to think outside the box. You guys, we're 2024. Do you realize that text messages started happening in 2007? What? Yes. Go look it up. 2007 is when we got away from the 4 buttons on one number to get you to reveal the letter that you needed, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? So in 2007, text messaging became a big deal. Then in 2008 and 9, Facebook started popping up everywhere. But it wasn't until about 10 years later that you saw a Facebook logo on WFAA, your local news channel, your local carpet cleaning company, your local real estate professional ad, right? It took 10 years for Facebook to come into the marketplace and everyone get used to what's happening, right? Hey, you guys, go up here, hit like, follow, share. I don't want to miss out on you tomorrow. So here's the thing. So I did this FaceTime over the phone showing with this guy. So here's what's going to happen, realtors. After this 6 months goes by in 2024, guess what the next thing's going to be? Virtual reality. You're going to be going into an office in a real estate situation and putting on a Vision Pro Apple walkthrough, right? Like is anybody in here from Texas that had to switch over without anybody caring what it is that you wanted to do to Broker Bay? Do you know why Broker Bay came into our world? Broker Bay is a business out of Canada, and Canada is already ahead of us. And here's why they brought Broker Bay into our community. And oh, by the way, you guys, if you're not for sure, that was 2 years ago, coming up in October. But the reason they brought Broker Bay in is because Broker Bay's technology coincides with virtual reality. And it coincides with Matterport and virtual showings. Did you know that? Yeah, that's what's insane. So it's coming. They're just not expressing what it is yet. And that's the thing. That's the way it is. You don't know something. You don't know till you know, right? Would you agree with that? So that's what I'm telling you about this Legacy Builder program that I decided to buy into, because with intention, I've been looking for the last 5 years on how it is that I'm going to survive in this real estate business, because he hadn't shown up yet. And I was a single girl, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I know that I need X amount of dollars in the bank for me to be able to retire. And as sure as heck, I'm not going to go and count on my parents being able to help me. I mean, they've lived their life. They get to go and deserve what it is that they're going to do. And with intention, and 20 years ago when I got into real estate, I knew that this would be the vehicle to get me to another number, to get me to that number. So the thing is, this is I have to keep going, and I have to figure out what it's going to be to take me to that number. Now, here's something that's really important that I want to share with you. I'm trying to get my new iPad on because my iPad is here to teach you how to do this business. And you don't have to have this to be in business. I just like it because I know that you want to see proof, right? I mean, who wouldn't? I'd want to see proof. I want to know, but I haven't figured out how to make that big. Okay. So let me show you what this is. So this is the page that's out there working for me 24/7. Okay. So when I tell you about dailywealthonline.com, this is where you're going to go, and you're going to enter your email. And then once you're in my email, that's my 24/7 email automation. So once I bring you into the email, then my program is automatically hooked up because I spent the first 2 hours of the day that I bought my Legacy Builder program going through the Done For You modules and simply going and hooking up my domain. Now, that's one expense that you have. It's called GoDaddy. I would just say just to go ahead and use them. I do know that there's other people out there that are using like Bluehost and these other hosting platforms, but all GoDaddy is where you go to buy real estate online, right? Like a domain, www.yourdomain.com. That's a domain. So you're going to go to GoDaddy, and then once you buy your domain, and this is your opportunity to get like smart and cute and clever. Now, I do want to share this with you. Let me see in my community if there's anybody in here with a name. I don't see one. So let me just say this. I wanted to choose Ashley. What can I do? Success with Ashley, right? Like that's my name. My name's Ashley, but my mom and dad spelled it differently. So I don't want to go by Success with Ashley. Why? Because the thing is this, when you're talking to your person and you're looking for your perfect customer and they go, oh, I got to go to the grocery store. The red light just turned green. I've got to pick my kid up. The teacher approached my window while I'm, transitioning. I got to drop my kid off at soccer. The kids need Gatorade at the baseball field. Like life happens, right? We're busy. We're so busy. So how are you going to remember me? Well, hopefully you'll screenshot me and you'll see Ashley Westbrook up here, dailywealthonline.com, or you can follow me and I'll come. I'm here every day, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But here's the thing. You don't want to create friction on your .com address, because if someone remembers you and they go back and type your name, Success with Ashley, what if they spell it wrong? What if they spell it wrong and you lost a customer? Okay. So I chose Daily Wealth Online because why? Because you get paid daily. I get paid $900 a day. You have an opportunity to make $6,300 a week. You guys, that's $328,500 annually. That is game changer money. I've never seen that. And I've been busting my butt in real estate for 17 years. And I thought I was going to have that kind of money. I thought the world would be where it is that I dreamed of getting into real estate, right? I was scared. I felt like I feel like I didn't have the right tech skills. I feel like I'm too old. I feel like my ADD brain, I'm just not built in a way to handle systems and handle all this. You guys, this is a done for you business. The website is completely built for you. Anybody in here ever paid to have a website built? Are you aware of what that cost? A website to be built from scratch is thousands. It's not 10,000, but I mean, unless you got all the bells and whistles on it. But I know for a fact I have paid $3,200 to a lady in Vegas who claimed that she was going to set me up on this affiliate, website and start bringing me in business with my real estate gigs. And then, oh, by the way, they're like, well, we need $3,200 up front. And then it's going to take 4 weeks to get back to you. What? 4 weeks? That's like a whole month. Like what? So by the time they got my website back to me, they're like, okay, so now let's hook up the other things. I'm like, what other things? And they're like, well, you need a CRM and you need a Salesforce and you need a payment link. And I'm like, so I've got to pay 4 other people plus you to monitor my account every month just to be an online business, you guys, I was going to go bankrupt. This guy was going to wear me out. And I was already paying like $496 right out of the gate. You know what I did? I pulled the plug. I said, I can't do this. I'm single. I don't have any business in the escrow right now. It's October and I've got to figure out how to pay my taxes in December because I own 2 properties and that I had to do some creative financing because I'm 100% business, self-employed, and I pay my taxes in arrears. So that means every year I've got to come up with like $6,700 in December to pay my taxes, which is out of your checking account. You can't put that on a credit card. You know what I mean? So all year long, I'm having to stash money over here and over here and over here because the tax man's gonna get his money. Oh, it's so annoying. But the thing is this, I am so excited about this opportunity because with intention, with focused intensity over time, this thing can allow me to have an option to walk away and to remove myself from production. That's what I want to do. I'm 44 years old. My feet hurt. I mean, my feet hurt. I mean, like hurt. And I'm overweight. I'm sure I need to lose like 40 pounds. That's probably why I'm hurting. But the thing is this, I just don't have my needs have changed. I have a fiance who wants me to be with him as much as possible. When I get somebody that's calling and wanting to see this and see this, I have to qualify them to almost to a point where they say no because I cannot get out there and utilize my time for free and not have skin in the game from someone else. I have done it in my 20s. I did it in my 20s. I got robbed badly and I'm not going to do it again. So this next market that we're going into, realtors, are you comfortable enough to have that awkward situation, that awkward conversation that other agents that are in this business, they don't need to be in this business. You and I both know that. There's so many people that are in real estate that don't need to be in real estate. And the thing is this, is that they're going to get the listing because they're going to tell their sellers that you don't have to do this anymore. You know what I mean? Terrible, terrible agent. It's going to be awful for the industry. And I am trying to set you up for success because with intentionality and focused over time, this thing could yield you an opportunity. It will. It's not a could. It will yield you an opportunity to walk away and to have another stream of income. I'm seeing people in my community do 6 figures in 6 months. Do you know how long it takes me to do six figures? It takes me a year. And oh, by the way, my 6 figures are like really, really low. Like I've never made 200,000 in real estate. Never. And I've not ever really understood why. Because I'm great at what I do. I don't ask my clients to always be out there referring me out. I hope that they do. I don't want to bother people. I want to sincerely I just sincerely hope that they see the value in me and that they understand that I am there to partner with them and help them with their legacy. Because real estate is a tool. It's a vehicle to help you with legacy, with family legacy, which is wealth, and which is wealth is wisdom, right? So that's one of the things that I love doing. I already love to help people make the most money that they can from the assets that they possess. That's something I love to do, and I'm really, really good at it. And I know I am. And my clients know that I am. I mean, I had clients that just called me the other day and they're wanting to sell. And you know what? I showed them like A and B, right? Like I said, I just don't think you guys want to do this right now. They just had a baby. They've got Cuba, the cutest dog ever, and they want a bigger yard. They want a more functional kitchen for the high chair, but the cost that it's going to cost them to get out of their 3.25 interest rate, go into a bigger house with the 6.99 interest rate is almost $900 a month. The interest rate matters. So I simply showed them the truth and I guided them to make the best decision for their family. I said, you guys just hold on. Just hold on until the election year. And, and some agents may be in here going, girl, you're crazy. You just lost a sell. And that's fine. I look at it as these guys are going to call me for the rest of their lives. So when they're calling me just like a financial planner, just like someone who is managing and being their fiduciary, because that's what real estate is. You as a realtor put your fiduciary duties, your client's fiduciary duties first. And so with intentionality, I love doing that. So let me do that in another space and show you how to make an online income. Why? Because you have an opportunity to share it with the World Wide Web. And with a YouTube channel, you learn how to monetize that. With the tools that you learn about within our community, you have an opportunity to learn affiliate marketing too. Because inside our community, if you want to do that, we show you how to do that also. But here's the thing, why not have this thing going and making $900 a day and an affiliate and another affiliate and another affiliate? Because once you do it, it's a one-time thing. You hook it up and it's hooked up. It's automated and running in behind the scenes for you. And now you've got 7+ streams of income. You guys go to like, follow, share me. I don't want to miss you. But now you've got 7 streams of income. Does anybody read the book? What's his name? Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he's got another one. I think it's the employee, the investor, I can't remember his model there. But anyways, so he teaches you how to be a business owner, right? And that's not where I was going with that. But what he does teach you, he teaches you how to be a business owner. He says that to be a millionaire, that you have to have 7 streams of income. 7 streams of income, right? So within the marketing program, once you get into the legacy builder, and this is what our program looks like. I got to figure out, I didn't think about this too great with my microphone. Let me see if I can figure out a way to do this. I don't want to drop it either because it's very expensive. But this is what our Legacy Builder program looks like. You get in, and if you'll notice the check marks to the left of the screen, because I've completed all these check marks. Now, there's 5% of the community that is involved in this thing who have only done like 10% of the modules, right? But I want to make sure that I'm not cutting myself short. So I'm going through the modules and with intensity and over time, and that's not it because we have 2 more screens. With intensity and over time, I want to make sure that I'm seeing everything that she has in here for me to watch. See the checklist over there? So I've got several modules that I'm still not even done doing yet. And that's the thing. Struggling to make money online is difficult because people sign you up for these courses. How many people have paid for like $500 and $600 courses that do work? They teach you something, but was it worth $600? Like if I'm signing up for something that's $900, then I want to know without a doubt that it's a done for me business. All I have to do is simply buy my domain name that's frictionless. And then the only way that the company makes money is they already have a $29 pre-built website that you buy. So for $929, you're 100% in, and then your little domain, I mean, you can buy one for a year for $3. And if you already know that this is what you're doing, then you can buy it for $10 and really, 10 years and really have some savings. So the thing is this, what I want you to do is I want you to show me and show yourself how much time you actually have. So I remember we talked about this earlier. Tonight, you're going to go to bed with a piece of paper, and you're going to analyze your hours by the 30-minute increments all day. So the first thing I want you to do when you roll over in bed tomorrow, are you picking up your phone? Did you pick up your phone? Put it on the paper. Put it on the paper. Every 30 minutes, put what it is that you're doing on the paper. Then the cool thing is that at the end of the day, and you may just want to like go ahead and give yourself some mercy here. Maybe just do this all week long, because adding a new habit and doing that's very, very difficult. So just do yourself a favor for this entire week. Just make a log of what it is that you're doing every day. Are you in the car? And while you're in the car, are you scrolling on the internet? Are you waiting on your kid to come out of vacation Bible school or swimming practice or baseball practice? Are you searching on the internet? Or are you actually watching these little kids out there doing it? Whatever you might be, what are you doing? So you need to log that information so that you can go back in later. And this is just great advice because it shows you how much time someone else is getting from you. Time is money. Money, in my opinion, is second to time. I run a life where I am 100% in control of my time and my schedule. And the crazy thing is this, I'm in digital marketing now. So more than ever in the history of my life, I am online and in social media. But the funny thing is this, I'm not online in social media anymore. Does that make sense? Like I have gained back so much time and freedom because I'm not online scrolling and looking. Why? Because I had a mindset switch. I had a mindset switch that now I'm a business owner online. When you have that switch, something clicks, and it may not be day one. It may be day 14, right? Today, I think for me is like day 7. Oh, today, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. Today is day 62, 63. Today's no. I'm sorry. Today's 93. Today's 93 for me. But when I bought it, when I actually bought it, have I made money? Yes. I made my $900 back within, I think, like 9 days. I think it was really quickly. And then I made 3 sales at the end of June, early July. And my funnel, that is my landing page, which is where my .com address sends my people to that want to like, follow, share me. That's where they go, right? Now, the thing is this, inside our community, we have bonuses that show you 200 digital products to create passive income. So not only are you going to learn after you get your business hooked up. Now, I just simply wanted to learn from point A to B how to do this thing, because when I figured this out, which I'm pretty much there, I'm tweaking on some things now, and I understand what it is that I'm doing and where and how to like hook things up to get followers, things like that. But now I'm having these ahas, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to take my other thing to market. I'm ready to, within my customers, take my advice, tips, and tricks, put it in a little PDF, show the people who are buying from me, hey, here's what I did, here's what not to do, and I promise you won't make the same mistakes that I did. Or what if I'm a school teacher by nature, and I want to share the world a teaching lesson to other teachers who have been struggling because they just simply don't have a lesson plan that makes sense for a certain subject. You can put that lesson plan together and share it on your socials and create a page and create a community to share this PDF that you have that helps a teacher have a pre-bona fide lesson plan that shows you how to teach your kids in the most effective way so that they can regain that optimal performance and understand the lesson and walk through the 3rd grade or the 5th grade or whatever school they're teaching, right? So the thing is this, let's do this activity this week, and I'll even do it with you guys because I need to do another one. It's been a minute since I've done this, but I encourage you to go to bed with a piece of paper and a pen tonight. And your goal is every 30 minutes. I want you to log your life for every 30 minutes. It may take a week to compile all this data because, I mean, how are you going to remember it, right? So go home, and if you're like me, you're probably going to want to go to the computer, make a pretty little PDF with like an Excel spreadsheet chart, and just write a note, brushing teeth, watching Facebook, scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok, driving to work, picking up Chick-fil-A in the Chick-fil-A line, dropping off Johnny at practice, whatever it is. Just make quick little notes so that you can see how you spend your day. It's fantastic because you really become aware of things that you don't know what you don't know till you know. And then you may look at this thing at the end of the week and go, oh my gosh, I'm spending 4.5 hours a day on nonsense. When you see that, then you can't tell me that you don't have 2 hours a day to spend on a business that could yield you 6 figures in 6 months. If you simply can be coachable, have a CEO mindset, and be willing to spend 2 hours a day on your business. You guys, I wouldn't be out here talking to the World Wide Web, sharing with you what it is that I know unless I was passionate about it. This is one of those things that is the right time, is something you're at the right time in the right time, and you will be rewarded, right? Like there's no, this is where we're at. This is where business is going. Business is changing. I want you to be proactive. And I don't want you to be in a situation where you've got to like update your resume and go back to work. What? Nobody wants to do that. You need to be at home with your family. You need to be the matriarch of your home. And you need to be like, going to the grocery store on off times and capturing all that time back, right? There's a way to be successful in this business. And it's simply a little bit of patience. I use this quote. I've been carrying this quote around from, I think it might have been from Dave Ramsey way back in 2013, but it was a little quote that I made on a pretty little PDF. Like I know that you probably are going to go do, right? Put it on a little PDF on cardstock and put it in your wallet somewhere. But it says this, and this is this business. So I want you to listen to what I have to say. Okay. Because this is not an overnight thing. This is just putting a little bit of effort in. You're buying a business. You are expecting to make 6 figures from this business. Would you agree that you can make 6 figures doing nothing? Of course you couldn't, right? I know I have to bust my butt to make 6 figures in real estate. So here's what you have to do. This business is this. I need you to have a CEO mindset. I need you to be coachable. Why? Because it's a done for you business. You just simply follow you just follow the leader. Follow the leader. You show up for the Zoom calls. You show up if you want. We have replays because we understand that we can't accommodate everybody's time. But you plug into the community. We are active on the community all the time. It's Monday. There's something happening here at noon. There's something happening here tonight at 6. Like we're all over the place. So have a CEO mindset. Be coachable. And be willing to spend 2 hours a day on your phone. On your computer or your phone, be willing to spend 2 hours a day on your business. Now, here is the quote. And I know this quote's going to just go viral because it's amazing. But here's the quote, because here's what this business is. Focused intensity over time multiplied by God or whoever you want equals unstoppable momentum. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time the way I like it because this is what this is. Okay, listen. Focused intensity over time multiplied by God equals unstoppable momentum. This thing is big. You put in the time here, it's going to yield you 6 figures, maybe even $1 million in the next 15 months if you just do it. And I promise you, you're going to be so thankful that I showed up on your TikTok feed one day and you listened to me and it's changed your life. Simply go up here to Ashley Westbrook, or you can go to dailywealthonline.com. There's my handle. Let's see if I can get that in there. dailywealthonline.com. Screenshot that. Come see me. I'm here every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I want to show you what this is. Go to my dailywealthonline.com. All you're going to do is put your email in, and then I'm going to send you information. And then we have a webinar coming up this week. I don't know when the webinar is because they keep us, they only let us know when it is, right 2 days before, so that we can, with urgency, share with you and be like, hey, here it is. Here is when it is our webinar. So dailywealthonline.com, you guys, that was a part of my 2 hours. I just simply came on here and shared with you what it is that I have. And I hope that you see the value in it. And thank you so much for taking time. Facebook, you guys, I hope you got the live stream. That was the first time that I did a stream on my Daily Wealth Online Facebook page too. And maybe some people saw it and maybe they didn't. I'm going to click on it just to see if it did connect. And it did. So I think we're successful there. That's what I'm going to start doing. Anyway, YouTube, thanks so much for coming out. Listen, make sure you go to dailywealthonline.com, enter your email, watch the video, and I will invite you to the next webinar that we have this week. Thank you so much for coming in. TikTok, you've been amazing. Hey, you guys, like, follow, share me. Does anybody in here have a question? I don't have my glasses on, but I can put them on. I don't think I missed any questions while I was in here, but this mic doesn't work for my TikTok. It's on my phone. Anybody have any questions for me that you want to know? I'm more than happy to help you, because this is an opportunity for me to help the world. We're all in a situation where the finances are just way, way, way too expensive. Nobody can control inflation. Nobody's coming to get us, right? Would you agree with that? Nobody's coming to get us. So we need to figure out how that we're going to supplement our income with our careers. If we have a career that's already out there, yes. And if you have a career